Here, making a video. Hello everybody. Doing a video of some tools that's used in husbandry and some tools and things that's used for keeping your animals. I'll start off with basic housing, I guess I would say first. Got two different size smaller tubs here. Just get that bad so you can see the difference in the size. Well, actually four size tubs, but I got two size smaller tubs. Okay, so now this one here on the left, this is from a sea serpent. So this goes into a sea serpent rack, the 9 tub rack for the sea serpent. And then I got this tub here from Home Depot, from a DIY rack that I built, 27 tub rack. And this is a 6-quart shoebox tub here. Next, let's move up to this one right here. Got a little bit of substrate in it. It's kind of heavy too. This tub here also comes from Sea Serpent. I don't even want to say what size it is exactly, but also it's like a juvenile size tub. Juvenile to I mean not juvenile, but like a sub-adult to adult size. So I keep like adult males in here, to sub-adult females in these ones, and I use the program as well. Well, I'll get into the program later, but that's one. And then Sea Serpent 8-tub rack with this one. With this one here, this is the one, another DIY build I did. 28 quart 22 tub rack that I built. Everything I use is all belly heat as well. Okay, so we kind of got into the housing for animals. So you see that. If you guys got any questions about anything, I'll let you know. You can let me know in the comments. So I say after that. Oh yeah, check this out here. So I use these disposable deli cups. Love these here. Like they get soiled or something like that. I just I throw them away. That's it. I'll throw them if they get soiled. I try to keep them sometime if they're not soiled. Right now, if you can kind of see, and got a little water scum in there. Just from the hard water. Tap water. I'm going to get the pure filter. So hopefully I'll kind of eliminate that. It'll be much more healthier for the animals. And I actually got this little thing here from like a yard sale, but it's like several of these. So I use this. It's flat. It got like a little lip at the bottom of it, kind of help to prevent from tipping. Got the water in here. It's kind of help to stop the animals from tipping because they love to tip their water. So that's that. This is how I distribute the water to everybody. Got this little bad boy right here from Home Depot. That's what this says. It says Decom. I forgot exactly what it was, but like they use it for like the original use for fire, like the box display. It's like for like poison and like fertilizer or some stuff like to help kill weeds and stuff around the house, around your garden and everything like that. But I would say use it for water. It's so much easier than bringing 2 gallons of water or filling each deli cup up individually. So now we got the housing. We got how we house our animals and how we get the water to them and everything like that. Now let's go into some of the cleaning supplies. Every single time I take these tubs out and there's like it's trashed, I just clean them out with bleach water. That's it. I clean them out with I got a bottle, make sure of bleach concentrated down in water. That's it. And I just shake it up every time before you give it a little squirt. First of all, in fact, I got my hot water tank set it up real hot, so the water gets real hot. So first I just spray everything on, scrape it out. Oh, that's another thing that I use as well. Alright guys, sorry I paused it for a moment, but another thing I use right here is this plastic scraper. Get it from any Home Depot, any dollar store. It's just a mudding knife, for drywall or whatever. But I use this plastic one because, it's a plastic tub. You don't want to really use a metal one and then, have it all scraped and scratched up, and you got your dirt and your grime, getting those grooves and the bacteria. Nightmare. But yeah, I use that. But if it's not a big mess, use this stuff. Well, actually, use this stuff here. F10. Veterinarian disinfectant. What is Let's see if we can get a close up of the ratio to use. It's nuts. And I'm looking through the camera with you guys right now. So, well, it came with a booklet to let you know what the ratio was. It's certain parts per gallon. At the top to it, it gives a little. So it could be. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, I already had a whole gallon pre-mix, so every time this slow spray bottle runs out or gets low, I just kind of just fill it back up. You know, label it, don't use F10 and just don't use F10 and don't use. You go around it, don't use. So I don't want people to mistake it for being clean water or bleach water or anything like that. So I use that for cleaning to help keep away pests. So I forgot who it was. It was either Brian Gundy or Brian Barczyk. They said if you never, or in fact it could have been Marcus from Marcus Jane Reptiles. It could have been him. I think it's him. He's from Canada. But watch his videos. He said a breeder once told him, if you never had mice in your collection, then you're just not keeping snakes. So that was always on my mind. But I always prided myself. That's my baby boy back there. I always prided myself on it. Just was happy. Like, yeah, I never had mites, and like I didn't say to anybody to be like conceited or to be cocky or anything. But I was like really really happy. So I went to and this is for out of the 4 years I've been keeping snakes and everything like that. For my first 2.5, maybe 3 years, I only had one snake. Just researching, on YouTube, and it's talking to other people and everything like that. I started getting more. Like after in fact, YouTube is when that really just turned me out. I'm like, oh, because I had a female. I like females, just point blank, period. So like a female dog, that's what I got. Female ferrets is what I got. If I knew, if I can specifically determine every single, like I did the research to determine, like, how can you pick out a female fish, but I didn't have all female fish. But I said, yeah, I got a female, so let me get a male. Got to end up getting a male. Who was it? Another male pastel. My first female was a female pastel. So I fell in love with the female pastel, and I haven't been, looking at snakes for over maybe 10 or 15 years, far as like, trying to, learn like anything, far as like morphs and mutations. The only thing I really knew of is albinos, just show you how ignorant and how basically just deaf, blind, and dumb I was to the whole ball python industry, just the snake industry period. But all I know is albinos and normals of any kind, whether the berm or retake, just albino and normal. So researching, I found out all these morphs, but I fell in love with the pastel because that was the first mutation I seen other than the albino. But anyway, back on topic. So, ended up going to a reptile show. Got mites. Came back home, we had mites. Like, I looked at the animals, I checked them out before I even put them in, put them in the bag and everything like that. Checked them out. I got a couple of hypo boas and got some Kenyans. What else did I get? Ended up getting a red iguana. And that might be all. No, got a couple leopard geckos too. But the mites actually came in on the snakes. I know this for sure. Everything was quarantined, everything like that. Luckily, everything was quarantined. Just didn't pop everything, and with the rest of the collection. So, what I end up doing, so end up ordering this offline. I think you can only order this offline, but I ordered both of them as a package. But this right here actually was at the local pet shop. What is it? Petco, maybe Petco or Pet Supply Plus. I think Pet Supply Plus. Yeah. So yeah, with this here, you can actually spray it onto the animal. So the reptile spray, you can actually spray this onto your animal. But this here, you have to spray this into the enclosure. And what I did was like certain things like this sea serpent tub here, like you can't, there's no top that's made for this. But from this Home Depot, and there's a top. But what I did was this: I put some paper towel down, and I sprayed it, covered up a little glass on top of this one here, and any other one that was too big. Well, actually this 28 quart actually came with a top as well, so I used that. So yes, yep, ended up doing that. The top, like I said, spray this in there. I let mine sit for several hours. I think it may sit like for maybe even an hour that you should let it sit for. I think I let mine sit for several hours though. For the sake of time, I don't even want to go through the whole thing, but if you guys doing